107.5 FM is the #1 talk radio station in Salina, featuring Coffee Talk in the mornings with Sean Hannity and Mark Levin in the afternoons. KINA is your stadium for the world champion Kansas City Chiefs and the home of Southeast of Saline sports. Local news, sports, and talk. KINA, 910 AM and 107.5 FM.
94.5 FM KG Prime is Salina's favorite classic pop hit station. Playing all the songs you love from the 80s and 90s, Prime is the at-work station you listen to all day long. Playing the greatest hits on earth. 94.5 Prime FM.
99 FM KSKG is the #1 station in Salina and Manhattan. Home to Bobby Bones in the morning and afternoons with Shane McClintock. 99 KG delivers the best of today's hot country with concerts, contests, and 40-minute music sweeps every hour. 99 KG is Central Kansas's home for new country.
97.5 FM KJCK is Central Kansas's station for all the hits. The most hit music every hour to get you through your day. Power Hits 97.5 is a highly rated top 40 station playing today's best music, serving Salina with the perfect blend of current hits. All the hits, all the time. Power Hits 97.5.
SalinaPost.com is Salina's #1 news source. Our local news team has their fingers on the pulse of the city, breaking important stories impacting our community. Salina Post is also your home for live streaming local sports. Your 24/7 local news leader, SalinaPost.com.
Eagle Radio Salina is more than just your favorite radio stations. We are your creative partner for the web. We can craft digital marketing plans unique to your needs. Our creative team creates amazing digital ads for the web. We also offer outstanding video production for your website, YouTube, Facebook, Hulu, and more. Let our Eagle team help you soar. Discover the power of today's radio and digital platforms.
KINA, 910 AM and 107.5 FM is the #1 talk radio station in Salina, featuring Coffee Talk in the mornings with Sean Hannity and Mark Levin in the afternoons. KINA is your stadium for the world champion Kansas City Chiefs and the home of Southeast of Saline sports. Local news, sports, and talk. KINA, 910 AM and 107.5 FM.
94.5 FM KG Prime is Salina's favorite classic pop hit station. Playing all the songs you love from the 80s and 90s, Prime is the at-work station you listen to all day long. Playing the greatest hits on earth. 94.5 Prime FM.
99 FM KSKG is the #1 station in Salina and Manhattan. Home to Bobby Bones in the morning and afternoons with Shane McClintock. 99 KG delivers the best of today's hot country with concerts, contests, and 40-minute music sweeps every hour. 99 KG is Central Kansas's home for new country.
97.5 FM KJCK is Central Kansas's station for all the hits. The most hit music every hour to get you through your day. Power Hits 97.5 is a highly rated top 40 station playing today's best music, serving Salina with the perfect blend of current hits. All the hits, all the time. Power Hits 97.5.
SalinaPost.com is Salina's #1 news source. Our local news team has their fingers on the pulse of the city, breaking important stories impacting our community. Salina Post is also your home for live streaming local sports. Your 24/7 local news leader, SalinaPost.com.
Eagle Radio Salina is more than just your favorite radio stations. We are your creative partner for the web. We can craft digital marketing plans unique to your needs. Our creative team creates amazing digital ads for the web. We also offer outstanding video production for your website, YouTube, Facebook, Hulu, and more. Let our Eagle team help you soar. Discover the power of today's radio and digital platforms.
There in that fourth quarter of play, had a three points early on in the first half as well. But Southeast of Saline, they were hanging around early in this game, Kevin. They were down by 2 at the end of the first quarter, trailed by 8 at halftime, trailed also by 12 at the end of the third, and then made a little bit of a surge, got it back to within 9 several different times late in that game, but just could not get over that 9-point hump, and that was the final margin of victory, with Clay Center winning this game 72 to 63. I think the evils that continue to haunt Southeast of Saline continue to be there, and they continue to be the same thing, right? Sometimes it's getting a defensive stop when you really need one. It's also getting rebounds on a consistent basis, finishing out those defensive possessions. And right now for Southeast, man, you just get a feeling if they can put it together with the scoring that they have with Owen Bailey and with Gannon Jacobson and a couple other guys coming along to contribute, feel pretty good about scoring 63 points, but, man, you give up 72.
Yeah, and that's been the issue all year is defensive pressure. We don't play, we play more with our hands than we do our feet. So there's really no rhythm for us offensively because we can't get up and down. We're continuing to foul and all that. If we can clean up just some of them, if we can show some progress and some growth and just take that next step forward and beat a good team and the guys kind of just, hey, we're a lot better than what we are, and what our record says we are. I think then good things start happening for Southeast basketball and get some momentum rolling.
Boys side of the bracket here for the Sterling Invitational Tournament. Again, this tournament has been going on a very long time. This is the 53rd annual Sterling Invitational on the boys side. Number 1 seed is Scott City. They will play against Hutch Trinity. Scott City comes in at 7-2 overall so far this season. We talked about this matchup, Hugoton and Southeast of Saline. Hugoton at 3-5, Southeast at 3-6. The 2 seed is Sterling, 7-2 also. They will play Smoky Valley later today at 6 o'clock. Smoky Valley comes in at 2-6. And Lions at 4-5. They will play Kingman at 2-7. All those games going on today. This used to be a 4-day tournament. It used to go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. But this year they consolidated it down, taking just 3 days now. Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I think everybody is a fan of that format, and hopefully it works out this year and it sticks around for all the guys and girls teams contributing. Hugoton, without a doubt, the longest traveler as far as distance goes. They come in, and a lot of times they just stay the night somewhere, and they're here all week. So we'll see what the Eagles can do here in this game. I came in about 2 o'clock into the gym this afternoon, and they were having a full-fledged practice. So they were getting after it a little bit there on the gym floor, and then Southeast of Saline arrived and took their warm-ups, and we are just about ready to go. Southeast of Saline here will be the host team. They sit on the left-hand side of the scorer's table. They are the visitor wearing their road purple jerseys that we got so familiar with the last week with 3 straight road games. This is now road game number 4, and of course we won't have a home game this week. We will return home 1 week from today, where we will have a string, thank goodness, of 3 home games next week. But until then, got to get the Sterling tournament in, and we will do that here at Sterling College. It is Southeast of Saline, and it is Hugoton. Let's go over your starting lineups for you. First for Southeast of Saline, they will start Gannon Jacobson. He is the leading scorer on this Southeast of Saline team. Gannon coming off of a 26-point performance against Clay Center on Friday night. The 6'1 junior averaging 17 points a game, also 5 rebounds and 3 assists. He also leads the team in steals along with scoring, rebounding, and assists. Along with him is Owen Bailey, the 6'1 senior, the 3-point shootout participant for Southeast of Saline. He's averaging 16.5 points per game, also 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Also in the starting lineup is Sam Knopf. The 6'1 senior has started every game for Southeast so far this year. 5 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist per game. Along with Jacobson, Bailey, and Knopf is Adam Teal, the 6'1 junior, 4 points, 3.5 rebounds a game. And rounding out the starting lineup for head coach Francis Flax in his first season at Southeast of Saline, 5'8 junior Grady Gebhardt, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists per contest. For Hugoton, it will be Hunter Garza, 5'10 junior, along with Jay Acosta, a 6'2 senior, Miguel Hernandez, a 5'10 junior, Julian Delgado, a 6'2 senior, and Grant Newhouse, a 6'3 senior. Kevin, your new image audio, keys to success here starting out the Sterling Invitational Tournament for Southeast of Saline.
Well, I think you just can't let Hugoton get going. So defensively, we've got to make a stand, and we've got to be able to communicate. But then offensively, we've got to be able to, we've got scoring, but let's try to make it as easy as possible. Inside out, create driving lane screens, and let's do all the little things right here.
Just about ready to go. Southeast on the floor. They are waiting on Hugoton as the Eagles come out, and now they will take their places. Hugoton wearing their home whites, trimmed in red and blue. Southeast in their road purples as you view it live on SalinaPost.com. Live stream video and audio. All the action from the Sterling Invitational Tournament this week brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Here's the tip. It is won by Southeast of Saline. Grady Gebhardt had it momentarily. Now he will yield the possession to Gannon Jacobson. Gannon with a one-handed flip off to the right-hand side. Hugoton starts out in a tough man-to-man defense. They get it down low to Jacobson. He lost the basketball, poked away from behind. Here come the Eagles flying back the other end. A layup attempt is no good. Putback attempt is no good. Owen Bailey had a chance at a rebound. An Eagle comes over his back and knocks it out of bounds, and the possession will go with Southeast of Saline. Hugoton will turn their attention now to full court pressing defense. Owen Bailey trying to inbound, get it into Gebhardt. Grady now driving through a trap. 3 Eagles pursuing Gebhardt in the backcourt. Grady in trouble. Now he finds Jacobson along the left-hand sideline. Up the floor they go to Sam Knopf. Knopf plays it back to the middle here to Gebhardt. Back top of the circle to Gebhardt. Grady now leaves it off to Adam Teal, who pops out. Back to the right-hand side. Knopf has his first offensive touch. Now Owen Bailey. Bailey, a little head and shoulder fake. Now he comes back over to the right-hand side to Gebhardt. Now to Teal. Making this Hugoton defense work here as we are 1 minute into this game. Jacobson down low, little back and forth move, wants to go to the basket. He is blocked, and the ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Southeast of Saline and a chance to run some baseline offense.
And if we can move the ball like this the whole entire game, I think it'll keep us in the game because we're taking some clock, down, and we're looking for that really good high percentage shot inside.
Yeah, I think lengthy possessions may be a benefit to Southeast in this game, Kevin. This is a Hugoton team. Clearly they want to go full court on defense. They want to run. They want to generate turnovers. Here's Owen Bailey with a long three-pointer. May have got partially deflected. It wasn't a lob, but I think it was enough to send it off its path and to the left. Here comes Hugoton now. Little pick-and-roll isolation play on the inside. Outside shooter now open from 3. That's no good. Gebhardt yanks the rebound for Southeast of Saline. Here comes Grady Gebhardt. Working off to the left now. He's going to slam on the brakes, fire it back to the right to Sam Knopf. 6:27 left to go. We're just underway. Here's Bailey, fade away, short corner baseline. That's no good from the right-hand side. Hugoton running back the other way. Southeast still gets back very well on defense. Here's a secondary 3 on that secondary wave with a fast break. Jay Acosta gets the first points of the game.
Yep, you got to get out there and guard him.
Jacobson, though, slicing through the defense for Southeast of Saline. Gannon gets the first points of the afternoon for the Trojans. 3-2, Hugoton. Surveying, watching now with the basketball. Little pick and pop. They're going to play it to the left. Another three-pointer is up and good. Julian Delgado, back-to-back threes for the Eagles.
It looks early, Devin. You're not just going to be able to put a hand up. You're going to have to go out there and not give them any space.
Sam Knopf has a ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay here with Southeast of Saline. That ball went out of bounds right in front of the Hugoton bench. Now the official corrects himself and says it did not go off of an Eagle. Instead, it is a turnover for Southeast, their second.
And our offensive possession there with Gannon going downhill. That's our biggest mismatch in any game, I think. I just don't feel like there's too many kids that are going to stay with Gannon on that, and that will be there.
Southeast brings it down the floor. That's Hugoton with the floor. Adrian Adigun coming into the game for the first time. First substitution here of this game, and it belongs to Hugoton. 5:22 left to go. 6-2 Eagles early on here against Southeast of Saline. This is opening round action, the opening game of the day here at Sterling College of the Sterling Invitational Tournament. Little give and go. It ends up in the lap of Miguel Hernandez, who rises up and scores for the Eagles.
And I think there, Devin, it's Teal. You've got to get a hand out. You've got to be able to deflect that ball there.
Yeah, or just be a little more physical. Use your shoulders, use your forearms. At least give a path of resistance there. That was just a free pass that time. Southeast now looking for points. Their only basket so far, a Jacobson layup. Gannon chasing it out to the timeline right now. Stepped on the line. The official must have thought that was tipped out. Jacobson will go from half court all the way back to the rim and score. Boy, the more space Gannon has, the more effective he is in this game. That's twice now he's taken it from half court all the way to the rack and able to score. And now a turnover for Hugoton. It's their first.
And you can see they're coming out to guard him wherever he's at. And so there again, that plays in to Gannon's hands, and it gives him the advantage to go downhill with these guys.
They come out to guard him, but then he blows right by him. 8-4, Southeast of Saline, trailing by 4. 4:19 left to go, opening quarter. Fast-moving quarter so far. We still haven't had a foul called. Here's Owen Bailey for 3. That was 4 feet behind the line. Owen Bailey rips the nets from the right-hand side.
And everything was close that he was missing, so he just says, hey, I'm going to step back a couple feet and we'll try this again.
Hugoton now with the basketball, playing it around the perimeter. It ended up going to the middle of the floor. Now Adigan will play it back to the left, into the hands of Hernandez. Hernandez lost it, poked away there by Sam Knopf, it looked like. Up the floor, here come the Trojans. Trailing by 1, little inside, outside with Jacobson. Jacobson now has it stripped, ball on the floor. The Eagles picked it up. Southeast with their third turnover of the day. Here's a trailer, a three-pointer, missing badly. It's going to be tipped out. Knopf will collect it again for Southeast of Saline. Jacobson with it. On the left-hand side, he's going to wait on Gebhardt. Grady will settle in now on the right wing after setting a brief pick for Owen Bailey. 3:19 left to go here, opening period. 8-7 is our score. Hugoton leading by 1. Jacobson down low on the block, triple teamed. And the ball in and out, no good. It rattled off the rim. Here comes Hugoton back the other way. A 3-on-3 break. Southeast back on defense. Now a stop by Adigan on the right-hand side. They're going to peel it back around. Low post entry this time. Now they kick it back out to Adigan. Hernandez has it. He'll stop in the keyhole for a 17-footer that's good. Miguel Hernandez has 4.
And that was just good offense by Hugoton. You kind of tip your cap. Everybody was there. Everybody was in pretty good position.
Here's Jacobson all the way to the cup on the right-hand side. He has a half a dozen, makes it a 1-point game.
And Jacobson saying, hey, get on my back, boys. Let's go.
10-9 our score. Hugoton leading by 1, 2:30 left to play here in the opening quarter. Little deep post entry here for Hugoton. Now a move to the lane. It's going to be stripped. Knopf nearly came away with another one. Now they play it out for an open three-pointer right-hand side that rattles off, no good. And Sam Knopf had Adigan all over his back. Nice box out there by Sam as he's able to draw that foul. It's the first one of the game, and it belongs to Adrian Adigan.
And so far, Devin, we're slowing everything down. There's not, we've taken a couple of quick shots, but for the most part, we've eaten a little clock and we've run pretty quality offense too.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that near consistent in the last few games. This one, it's this whole first quarter, we've kind of stayed to the plan.
Teal, Knopf, and Gebhardt all check out. Jacobson and Bailey will stay. They'll be joined by Potacek, Schroeder, and Isaiah Kerr. Jacobson has it. Big spin move as he gets to the goal on the left-hand side. Gannon Jacobson just put the Hugoton defense in the spin cycle and give Southeast of Saline their first lead of the day. 11-10 Trojans. What a beautiful move that was. Hugoton now has it. They want to shoot another three-pointer. That one's going to come off. Owen Bailey with the rebound. A lot of three-pointers being shot right now by the Eagles. Southeast of Saline cleaning up the board so far here, Kevin.
Yeah, and, right now Hugoton kind of looks like what we've been, shooting a lot of threes.
Southeast just lost a basketball, went to the backcourt, and it's going to be cashed in there by an Eagle flying up the floor. It's Jay Acosta picking up the ball and then giving Hugoton the lead back by 1. 1:19 left to play, first quarter, 12-11. Here's Potacek driving to the hole. He's going to force the action, and a foul called. This will go against Hugoton. It's Adrian Adigan, and it's his second. So he will come out of the game. Back into the contest is Julian Delgado, who started. They're going to say it's a non-shooting foul, and Jacobson will come out and get his first break of the day. Grady Gebhardt back in here for Southeast of Saline with 76 seconds left to go in the opening quarter.
And Tiernan will force all the action. If nobody else is going to do it, he will get in there and he'll bang with them.
He's the type of guy you need on this team, right? There's a lot of passiveness on this team. He is not one of them.
No.
There's a shot now by Owen Bailey. That's high off the window, no good. Didn't draw the rim. Hugoton comes back the other way. The Eagles don't give you a lot of chance and a lot of opportunity to think about and match up on defense. They just don't. They push the ball. They put a lot of pressure on you the whole time. Here's Adigan now with a shot up. That barely hit the front of the rim. Rebound, Tiernan Potacek. Off to Bailey, who's working the right-hand side. He stops with a dribble behind his back. Works around now through Kerr to Gebhardt. 37 seconds left to go. Back to Schroeder. He has his first offensive touch. Now to Owen Bailey. Three-pointer on the way. Why not? Owen Bailey has 2 long-distance daggers here in this first quarter of play.
He was in the three-point contest earlier, and we thought, well, will it continue? It has continued.
Got the old slingshot warmed up, didn't he? Now down low, contact, and a basket that is up and good by Jonas Mauk.
Now, I never understood that call there, or lack of call. There's got to be something either way. It's either offensive or it's defensive. I've never understood the whistle not being blown there.
Lots of contact down low. Here's Owen Bailey. Last closing seconds. He's going to draw a foul. They're going to call this on the floor as well. 2 fouls on Hugoton. I thought for sure we're going to be shooting fouls. They call them both on the floor, and this is 1/10 of a second left. That's a big call.
Absolutely, it's a big call.
Southeast should be shooting free throws right now, but they aren't, and all they got to do is just inbound it and wait. So we are dead even at the end of 8 minutes of play. At the end of the first quarter, Southeast of Saline and Hugoton all knotted up at 14 points apiece. You're listening and watching on SalinaPost.com to live stream video. It's presented all tournament long by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Visit Suburban Appliance Center in Salina to see the Whirlpool washer with 2 ways to wash, thanks to the 2-in-1 removable agitator. With a flexible capacity, you can take the agitator out for bulky loads or keep it in for items like jeans. Shop now at Suburban Appliance Center and get twice the washer you have at home. Suburban Appliance Center in Salina, located at 1900 South 9th Street, or check them out at suburbanappliancecenter.com.
When crop and weather conditions are just right, you need to bale as much as you can, as fast as you can, all while putting up the highest quality product possible. Case IH round balers have the reputation to consistently build dense bales with square shoulders that don't sag. No matter the crop or field condition, bale more with Case IH round balers. With easier maintenance and serviceability, you'll spend more time where it counts. In the field, baling hay. Ready to build a better bale? Contact Can Equip in Solomon.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Sterling College, Devin Haney along with Kevin Lilly, Chris Cadle producing and engineering, also Brian Dennett on live stream video. You can watch this game free of charge on SalinaPost.com. Brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Here's a three-pointer out of the quarter break by Hugoton. That's no good. Isaiah Kerr with the rebound for Southeast of Saline.
And Southeast got lucky there. They didn't communicate. They switched to the zone. They didn't communicate real well, and they let Hugoton have a wide-open three. He missed it. We get the rebound.
Into the game for Southeast at that quarter break, Caden Perry. He's going to drive the lane, has the ball slapped out, lost on the sideline. Good hustle play there. Julian Delgado then went head first, almost caught the stairs, coming up into the bleachers behind the scorer's table. But he gets up, he's okay, wiping it off a little bit. He'll be all right.
And I think Perry could have continued to drive. I think he had the lane, he had the guy on his hip, and just an unselfish play by him to try to kick it out.
Jacobson fakes the handoff, goes to the rack. He's bumped down low by the big body of Grant Newhouse, and he's missed that shot. And now a rebound that is taken in by Perry, and then he pitched it out trying to find help as he was falling out of bounds, and it goes out of bounds back to Hugoton.
I'd like to see Gannon, recover and go back up strong instead of try to tip it in the air.
14-14 is our score. We'll all even here early on, second quarter. Hugoton led by as much as 6 in that opening quarter. Southeast of Saline's biggest lead thus far has been 2. Here's a drive and a shot that is put up off the window, and that's going to be good from Miguel Hernandez, and he will also go to the free throw line and shoot the first free throw of this game for either team. First foul also on Southeast of Saline here so far in this contest. Using the scoreboards to about a third of their capacity here at Sterling College. We're not sure who that foul was on. We didn't catch it when the referee called it in. Free throw misses. Jacobson with the rebound. Now loose ball. Hugoton thought they had it. Jacobson, though, with those quick hands, took it right back. In a trap in the back court. He's going to be stripped this time. Ball pops straight up, and a layup that is up and good. Acosta has 7. 5 turnovers for Southeast.
And the pressure is there. It just slow down just a little bit.
Skip pass through everything to Jacobson. Now Gannon down low. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Caden Perry. That is an interesting call.
I couldn't disagree with that more. I mean, that was a flop if I've ever seen one. I mean, Perry does a spin move, doesn't really make any contact with him, and offensive.
Well, he wasn't squared up at all. I mean, he was led with the shoulder, and it was, as I said, it was an interesting call. 18-14, back to a 4-point lead here for Hugoton. They've started off the second quarter in good fashion here. Little pitch and go here. It ends up on the opposite side. to a Hugoton shooter. He's blocked from behind by Jacobson. Now a loose ball. Hugoton's going to scoop it up. Now Jacobson has it. Gannon Jacobson coming back the other way. Right-hand side of the lane. He's going to lean. He just fell away from the basket that time. Wasn't able to finish strong, and Hugoton has it. Here come the Eagles now, back the other way. Good to see Gannon's body that time fall out towards the sideline instead of going to the rim, and that affected that shot.
It absolutely did.
There's a nice little pass down low. Now they kick it back out. Spin move, right-hand side of the lane is up no good. Owen Bailey taps the rebound to himself and then collects it for Southeast, but then throws it away. There was a safety in the middle of the court, and Southeast of Saline commits their 6th turnover.
Well, and, they've always got a center fielder playing that trap. He's there. You got to know he's there.
And it's not a slow big guy either back there,
No.
just being a token. It is somebody that's active looking for steals.
Yep.
Shot put up by Hugoton, no good. Southeast of Saline now walking it back the other way. Jacobson has it in the middle of the floor. Now he'll deal it to the right-hand side to Gebhardt. Back left Owen Bailey. Bailey with a little head and shoulder fake, not serious about that one. They'll bring it now back to Tiernan Potacek. 3 minutes into this second quarter. 18-14, Hugoton leading by 4. Jacobson now to Teal. Teal tried to go to Potacek, and they're going to say it's out of bounds. It will stay with Southeast of Saline.
2 things there, Devin. Good passes and go to the ball. Don't let the ball come to you. They're jumping lanes. Go get the ball.
Sam Knopf back into the game here for Southeast of Saline. He'll replace Tiernan Potacek. Here's Teal down low, collects the double team as he got to the block. Now back out to Bailey. Long three, too strong, no good. And a rebounding foul will be called here. This is going to be against the Eagles, and it will stay here. You saw Gannon Jacobson kind of fly back out of the pack that time underneath the rim. And it's going to stay here as the foul that time against Hugoton. It's on Jay Acosta.
And right away, I didn't know if they had called it. Owen got blown up on that three-pointer there, too.
I believe that's Hugoton's second team foul. We don't have any idea. I didn't start out keeping him because I didn't know the scoreboard wasn't going to be kept here, so we are doing the best we can. Another foul here on Hugoton. So they are going to be pushing the limit here before too long. It's Grant Newhouse guilty of the foul. That's his first. .440 left to play. Southeast of Saline down along the baseline. Gebhardt, he goes way high now in front of the scorers table. Owen Bailey. Bailey to the left, back to Gebhardt, who stepped in and came back to the top of the circle after inbounding. Over to the right, Owen Bailey with it. Still that man-to-man defense, that signature defense of the Hugoton Eagles. 4:22 left to go here, second quarter. Hugoton has a 4-point lead. Bailey getting bumped a lot on his path to the basket. Now he's going to play it out for a three-pointer that's up and good for Sam Knopf. Samuel with a 3.
It's almost like when you run good offense, they reward you with a really good shot and you get a 3.
It's crazy, isn't it? We should tell somebody what we found out here today. Here's a steal now on Bailey. He takes it away. It's him and Jacobson 2-on-1. Gannon to the rack and scores. He's in double digits now with 10 back-to-back turnovers for Hugoton. And Southeast of Saline has erased a 4-point deficit. They are now up by 1.
And it's a simple equation. Play good defense, play good offense, you play good basketball.
Here is a shot now up after a foul on Sam Knopf. It was a nice little curl cut and an even better pass into Miguel Hernandez. And the foul will go on Southeast of Saline. It will go against Knopf. That is his first.
And anytime Hugoton has drove downhill against us, they've never really looked to score. They're looking to kick it for that three-pointer, but they look to score there.
Shot up, and it is good. Ties the game, 19 points apiece. 3:36 left to go here before halftime. Second free throw on the way, a chance to give Hugoton the lead, and it curls out, but the offensive rebound taken in by Julian Delgado. He now has 5 for the Eagles.
And that's one of those plays that'll just frustrate you as a coach because they miss, you just don't put your rear end on anybody and box anybody out, and they let them go get an easy 2.
So a turnover on Southeast of Saline's end, their 7th turnover.
And Adam there, he had the angle, but he went to try to catch the ball with one hand instead of going to get it with 2 hands and going to the goal and score.
21-19. Here's a shot now blocked inside. Adam Teal got a piece of that. Here comes Owen Bailey out of the pack. Bailey now around the corner, ended up on the left-hand side. Sam Knopf, where he had just hit a three-pointer earlier. Was unable to get that one away. Now a pass that's deflected and then taken away. Here comes Hugoton back the other way, and it's going to be Adigan all the way. Adrian Adigan with his first basket, and a timeout taken by Southeast of Saline. It's a 30-second timeout with 2:45 left to go here before halftime. Hugoton back to a 4-point lead as you listen to Southeast of Saline Trojan Basketball here on KINA.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Sterling College, 23-19 is our score. Just 5 points so far here in the quarter for Southeast of Saline, but they scored them all in a clump after trailing by 4. They scored 5, took a 1-point lead, and now the last 5 points have belonged to Hugoton. So a game of little mini runs here for the first game of the day here at Sterling College, featuring Southeast of Saline and the Hugoton Eagles. Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly back here at Sterling College for you. We will have a girls game today, but it's not until later, scheduled for a 7:30 tip over at Sterling High School. Now a traveling violation called on Tiernan Potacek as he was standing in the keyhole.
Yeah, and the issue right now is we're getting bit by the turnover bug. If we don't turn the ball over, we've ran really good offense, and we usually get what we want. Just stop turning, and they're just lazy passes.
8 turnovers right now unofficially for Southeast of Saline. Hugoton on their offensive end. Defense has been pretty good for Southeast today, really. They've got lost a couple of times and gave up, I think, maybe 2 offensive putbacks, but other than that, they've been pretty good. There's a fake of a three-pointer. Now a drive all the way to the basket and a steal by Sam Knopf. Boy, I love the way Sam's playing in this game.
Yeah, and that's just a simple case of help the helper. The helper comes over, nobody's there, then Sam's there to help him.
Sam was open this time, got a beautiful pass from Owen Bailey, but was unable to convert an awkward angle at the backboard. Here's Hugoton off and running again. Here's a take all the way to the basket and a finger roll by Miguel Hernandez. Boy, this kid's good. He has 9 points right now for the Eagles. He's not very big, but boy, he's a slasher. Owen Bailey coming off a screen. Long three, top of the circle. Won't go. Hit the front of the rim.
And sometimes we settle for that shot, and that's really not the shot that, Coach wants in that situation. We need to run our offense and take a minute off the clock and go get 2.
Hernandez will try to answer with a 3. That won't go down. And Teal with the rebound plays it back to Potacek. 1:15 left to play as we approach the 1-minute mark here of the second quarter. 25-19, Hugoton leading by 6. Jacobson with it. Here's Potacek, little fake. Now he's going to drive by the defender. His leaner won't go down, trying to get his own rebound. Ball on the floor. Hugoton will scoop it up.
Man, that was all but down.
That was a great job there by Potacek. And now a shot that is up and good by Jay Acosta. He has 9, and a timeout for Hugoton. A 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here with 54.9 seconds left. Remind you, the Southeast of Saline Booster Club helps bring you live coverage to showcase exceptional student activities and build that purple power. It is always a great day to be a Trojan. As I said, this is the first game of the day on the boys' side of the Sterling Invitational Tournament. Coming up in the second game of the day here at Sterling College, they will have Scott City and Hutch Trinity. Scott City, the number 1 seed. Then at 6 o'clock this evening, the host school, Sterling, the number 2 seed, will play against Smoky Valley. Then at 7:30, the last game of the day, it will be Lions playing Kingman. Lions, the 3 seed. Kingman is the 6 seed. Right now, over at Sterling High School, the first game of the day over there is Scott City. The Beavers of Scott City come in. They're the 3 seed. They're playing Hutch Trinity right now. Southeast of Saline's ladies will end the day at the high school here on KINA and Salina Post with a 7:30 scheduled tip-off against Sterling. 52 seconds left to go. Here's Sam Knopf on the break. Pulls up, buries a 15-footer on the right-hand side. Sam has 5.
that's one of those shots where you're yelling no, and then it goes in. So yes, very good.
8-point lead there momentarily for Hugoton. Now Southeast of Saline back within 6, 27-21. Adrian Adigan wants to drive with it. He's bottled up in a trap there by a couple of Southeast Trojans. He'll play it back out now into the hands of Acosta. Acosta directing traffic. He wants to come the right-hand roll away. He's going to be stripped and taken away. Parry that time for Southeast of Saline. Jacobson missed the layup, was bothered at the rack, and it's going to be picked up by Hugoton. They have a guy down the floor, but they don't see him. 10 seconds left here in the quarter. Hugoton a chance to add to their 6-point lead. Clock down to 4 and a little bump foul here on Jacobson. Not a lot of fouls here in this first half of play.
No, and that's why.
Actually, they're going to say that's on Kerr. Isaiah Kerr with the foul.
Gotcha. Because, on that play there, they've let that go the whole, the first 2 quarters.
At least that.
Yeah.
Clock down to 3, down to 2. Hugoton bobbling the basketball. They don't get it off in time, and we are at halftime. Good first half of basketball to open up the Sterling Invitational Tournament so far. Hugoton leading Southeast of Saline 27-21. The biggest lead of the first half so far for Hugoton was 8. Southeast of Saline's biggest lead so far has been 2 points. 27-21 here at the half. When we come back, we will go over the first half stats for Southeast of Saline and Hugoton. We will also go over the schedule on the girls' side, get you a preview on what's going on there on the Southeast of Saline girls' side of things. Right now, we are at halftime, and it's brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories as we take a pause here. 27-21, Hugoton leading it here at the break on SalinaPost.com and also on KINA. Back here at Sterling College, Devin Haney along with Kevin Lilly. Brian Dennett on live stream video here free of charge is brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. 10 points so far for Gannon Jacobson. He's the only player on this team in this game in double-digit scoring. Owen Bailey with 6, Sam Knopf with 5. For Hugoton, a little more spread out, 9 points for Jay Acosta, 9 points for Miguel Hernandez, 5 points for Julian Delgado, 2 points for Jonas Malk, and 2 points for Adrian Adigun. 27-21. Right now, Hugoton leading by 6. They have 5 turnovers thus far. Southeast of Saline with 7 turnovers. Biggest lead for Hugoton in this game has been 8. Biggest lead for Southeast of Saline has been 2. And a back and forth first half of action. Not a lot of scoring, though, Kevin. The defenses have both been pretty good, and I think both teams are okay with running when they get to the offensive end of the floor. What's your take here as we get ready to start second half?
It's just still the little things, Devin. I think, Hugoton had 12 points on our turnovers, right? If we can clean that up, I think we're going to be okay. Just don't turn the ball over and be strong with the basketball. Let's continue to do what we're doing because we're showing some good growth here.
Southeast of Saline starts out with the basketball. 7:49 left to go. We are just underway here. Second half action. All the action from the Sterling Invitational Tournament this week, boys and girls, brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Here's a poke of a basketball taken away by Hunter Garza. Southeast of Saline opens the second half with a turnover. 27-21. Hugoton now trying to add early on to their 6-point lead. Nice little drive to the basket and a pass that goes across the paint, and then a shot up and good by Grant Newhouse.
Yeah, and Teal just got caught in a very bad place, and all of a sudden now he's underneath the goal, and he can't do anything with it.
Back to an 8-point Eagle lead, 29-21, 7:10 left to play here in the third. Teal holding the basketball, top of the circle. Now he goes to him, Bailey. Bailey tried to give it back on a pick and roll. That one got stuffed. Hugoton back the other way with it, and a layup off the window won't go, but follow will. It's Jay Acosta, who is now the leading scorer in this game. He has 9. 6:49 to go. Back and forth. So far, Southeast coming up empty twice. Hugoton scoring twice. There's Bailey with a three-pointer. He hits the deck. Hugoton back the other way. They have numbers. And a bump and a basket. Gebhardt in the way that time as Miguel Hernandez was going to the hoop. Hernandez is going to score. That gives him 11 points. He will also step to the free throw line as Gebhardt gets the foul.
And we've done the exact opposite in the first minute and a half. We haven't played good defense. We've turned the ball over, and we haven't run good offense. And the lead for Hugoton will continue to grow.
And it's more than doubled now. It was 6 points at halftime. Now it's 13 as Acosta makes the free throw. Full court pressure here by Hugoton. They have Gebhardt trapped in the backcourt. Now to Jacobson. Jacobson to Bailey. Bailey to Knopf. Now back to Owen Bailey, who's trailing. He steps around a defender off the window and scores. That'll stop the bleeding momentarily for Southeast of Saline. 34-23. Boy, that went from 6 to a baker's dozen lightning quick.
Well, and if they'll just be patient, moving the ball up the court, we can get those layups every time.
Here's a ball that's passed out, but before the pass, there's a foul on Southeast of Saline. Foul on Jacobson is going to be his first. It's the second team foul for Southeast of Saline. Drive to the basket and a shot put up and good by Miguel Hernandez off the inbounds. He already has 5 points in the quarter, 14 for the game.
And the driver there, he had the open lane. He had it too if he wanted it, but he didn't take it. He just dumps it off.
36-23. 5:40 left to go. Here's we're working our way through the third quarter. Jacobson, another big spin move. He had one of those in the first half. That one just as pretty, and now he has 12.
He's just got such long arms, and he's just so lanky that he can just kind of extend everything out. He's right there at the goal.
Missed shot by Hugoton. Beautiful box out by Grady Gebhardt. It ends up in a run out here. Jacobson will get the and one. Gebhardt took a defender that time, a would-be rebounder, and nearly took him all the way to the wall on that box out. That allowed Southeast to get the run out and go the other way. Jacobson got the basket. He will also have a free throw here after the first foul on Miguel Hernandez. First team foul on Hugoton here in this third quarter.
And, just kind of like how we started the first quarter again, and, hey, guys, jump back on. Let's go. We got some work to do.
14 points so far for the junior. Jacobson now at the free throw line. His free throw is up. It hits the heel, no good. Perry, though, trying to get the rebound. It goes off a Hugoton foot and out of bounds. Boy, Caden Perry has come into this game and played some good minutes here so far.
Yeah, he's working hard. He's getting in there, and if you want to earn more playing time, you got to play a little harder. You got to do some of the things that some of these other guys aren't willing to do.
Bailey with it on the inbounds. He's on the baseline. They'll play it now to Jacobson. Jacobson coming back to Owen Bailey. Bailey trying to drive. He's going to be bobbled up there. That goes through the defense to Perry. Caden Perry to the basket and scores his first basket of the game.
And it was just nothing fancy. Just found him, had good position, found him, and let's go.
Southeast of Saline got the basketball. Sam Knopf took it away that time. Turnover for Hugoton and a foul on the Eagles.
And if your scouting report, if you're reading the scouting report on Southeast, Caden's he's not that type of a basketball player to this point of the season. He's not just going to drive you downhill. And right there, he just drove him downhill.
Southeast with the ball. Back to Gebhardt, now to the right-hand side, Knopf. Lob pass inside to Jacobson. He is triple teamed, and they're going to call a jump ball. Eagles coming in, swarming on that basketball, and the arrow is going to go to Hugoton, but now the baseline official might overrule that jump ball and say it's a foul first. And he will. A foul here called down low on Hugoton.
And that's one of those over-the-top passes that you've got to catch it and go right to the goal. If you catch it and come down and don't go right up, they're going to recover, and you got 3 guys on you.
Foul here on Julian Delgado. So a couple of quick fouls here on Hugoton. They have 4 team fouls now. 4:42 left to go. Maybe Southeast can use this to their advantage and get to the line and shoot some free throws here. Jacobson has it in his hands. He's going to drive to the basket, gets by the defender, and he'll score. Gannon Jacobson with 6 in the quarter, 16 for the game. He had 26 against Clay Center on Friday.
Yeah, and Caden, he's got his guy pinned down there, and Gannon sees it and uses that as some help and goes right to the cup.
Adigan back in the game. There's a ball that is nearly taken away by Jacobson, and he will get the foul on that one. A lot of body contact out near the timeline. That will be his second personal foul. 36-31 our score. Hugoton leading by 5, almost halfway through this third quarter of action. 4:19 left to go here in the third.
But when we've ran offense and not turned the ball over, we've looked really good today, Devin.
Yes, sir. Something about this gym, something about this tournament that most of the time elevates your level of play, right?
Well, and it's still a tournament. It's not a one game, it's a tournament. You're playing for something right now.
There's a skip pass over the top of the Southeast defense. Ends up in a corner 3 attempt. That's no good. And the rebound taken down. It's going to be tied up in a dual possession scenario. And it will stay here with Hugoton.
And these are the opportunities that we can't give up. We had guys in good position to go grab a rebound. Nobody disengages and goes and gets it, though.
3-pointer, right wing. Perry with it. He skies up high for the rebound. Up the right-hand sideline. Jacobson all the way to the cup. He steps through, had a shot blocked, and then it went off his shoulder and out of bounds. That's unfortunate for Gannon Jacobson.
And I think in this situation here, with Tiernan coming into the game, with Gannon going downhill, if they start taking that away, we should be able to kick it out, and we should have some wide open shooters.
3:39 left to go here in the third quarter. 36-31 our score. 3.5 minutes left to go. 3:25. Here's a basket that rolls off for Hugoton. They get their own rebound and try to go back, and then a foul called. Julian Delgado missed the original, but then the putback attempt was a foul that will send, I believe it's Jay Acosta, to the free throw line as he will step to the stripe. He has 11. This will be his first free throw attempts of the evening. That foul on Tiernan Patacic is his second.
And in that situation, Devin, the rebound's coming off, and we've got a couple of guys that they're ready for a run out. Instead of going and getting the rebound, going and helping with the rebound, and then we'll worry about the run out later. We've got to rebound as a team.
Second free throw on its way. No good. Jacobson spins out of there with the rebound. Up the right-hand sideline to Patacic. Tiernan on the right-hand side. He'll slam on the brakes. Now come back to the middle of the floor up top to reset the offense. Summons Owen Bailey. Bailey will come get it. 3-guard dribble weave. Now Patacic back to the right. Back to Owen Bailey.
And so, like you said, Devin, now we're going to go to the line. There's 3 minutes, 2 minutes and 57 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, and we've been taking the offensive pressure to them, and they've been playing with their hands, and they've been fouling a lot. Now maybe we can get some free throws to drop for us and crawl even closer to closing this gap.
Jacobson at the free throw line. Free throw rattles home good. Another good, solid scoring quarter here for Gannon Jacobson. That is his 7th point of the quarter, 17 for the game. Second free throw, splashes that one through. 2 of 3 from the free throw line here in this quarter for Gannon Jacobson. Inside 3 minutes left to go here in the third. 36-33. Here's a steal by Gannon Jacobson. Back the other way comes southeast of Salina. Owen Bailey underneath the rim and finishes with the left hand. That was a crafty move by Owen Bailey.
Yeah, and Gannon was just playing center field, sees the cross-court pass, and goes and gets it.
2:32 left to go here in the third quarter. It's a 1-point game. Boy, Southeast was almost dead and buried to begin this third quarter. The way it started with all that momentum Hugoton had, they doubled their 6-point lead, made it 13. But then Southeast of Saline has gone to work here, and they've made this once again a competitive contest. A little foul here, though, on Southeast of Saline. It's going to be Isaiah Kerr. It's his second.
And we go through spurts where we don't value the basketball very much, and then we get down and then all of a sudden now you've got to use so much energy to get back into it, whereas if we just value the ball a little bit more at times, we wouldn't find ourselves in these big, deep holes to have to climb out of.
First free throw up and good by Adrian Adigan. He's a freshman for Hugoton. Second free throw, also good.
But if you're Southeast, you got to like where you're at right now.
Yep.
Down 3, 2.5 to go.
Absolutely. 2:25 left to go. Here in the third, Tiernan Potacek comes around a curl, gets a handoff, and splashes a free throw jumper home. Tiernan Potacek, his first points of this game.
And if we can get him going here in the second half with what Gannon's doing and what Owen's doing, man, look out.
Here's a drive and a pass to the basket taken by Miguel Hernandez. Boy, I fell in love with him immediately in this game, and he just continues to play at that upper echelon for Hugoton. He's carrying the Eagles at points in this game. As Gannon Jacobson on Southeast of Saline's offensive end got stripped, it goes out of bounds. It will stay here with the Trojans. 1:57 left to go here in the third. 3-point Hugoton lead, way out top. Owen Bailey gets the inbounds from Potacek. Now he crosses over, tried to get it out to Isaiah Kerr. He was ready to shoot, but that ball's going to be deflected and sent out of bounds. And it sounded like a jammed finger on Long.
Yeah.
That hurt me.
Yes.
A big old loud pop nobody wants to hear or be on the receiving end of.
Some of those things just have that sound that you just know what it is.
Yes. Over to the right, Isaiah Kerr saved a ball from going into the backcourt and turning it over to Gannon Jacobson. Jacobson now deals it off to Tiernan Potacek. 1:39 left to play here in the third quarter. Backdoor cut by Jacobson. Tiernan looking for him. Then Gannon stopped. He had to save the basketball back to Kerr. Now back to Jacobson, who stepped in from out of bounds. Missed the first shot, got the second, and he is fouled. Gannon Jacobson a chance at a 3-point play after he missed the first one, but then stuck with it and was able to put it back in.
And it was like a light bulb went on, for Gannon. He was standing out there, and then all of a sudden he jumped in. Isaiah sees him, and he throws it right to the ball, and it takes him a couple opportunities to get it, but he's got it.
So a little less than a minute and a half left here. 1:29 left to go in the third. 40-39. Jacobson a chance to tie it here, 40 all with this free throw. It is up and it is off the mark, no good. Caden Perry had a chance at the rebound, but he couldn't keep it from going out of bounds.
But he's working his tail off.
Yes.
He really is. He's giving these guys some really good minutes today.
Jonas Malk on that foul for Hugoton. It's his first. Each team against the limit here for the last minute 20. Still in the third quarter, 40-39 our score. Hugoton leading by 1. Hugoton comes in after playing some really tough upper echelon competition. Now they turn it over. As I said, Hugoton's 3 and 5.
And great defense there, being handsy, jumping up. I just think that we haven't seen this team be this defensive oriented all year.
Potacek for 3. That one had a side spin on it. Came out of the shoot funny, and it's going to be an air ball. Now a contested rebound on the floor. will involve two Eagles and Isaiah Kerr, and it's going to be an arrow situation. He'll stay here with Southeast of Saline.
And when I say handsy, that not necessarily playing with our hands and picking up a lot of fouls. It's just our hands
Active
are
hands.
active,
Yep.
hands and lanes, not letting them throw it over the top. I haven't seen a whole lot of that this year.
I'm with
it's
you.
really good to see.
Here's Potocik back to the corner, put Owen Bailey in a bad spot. Owen, though, able to save it back to Tiernan, top of the circle. 44 seconds left to go. Southeast trailing by a single digit as we close out the third quarter of action here. First game of the day here on the boys bracket, Sterling Invitational Tournament. Southeast being extremely patient here. Potocik now with a blow-by. Leans in, he is fouled. They're going to call this on the floor. The official initially said 2 shots. It doesn't matter, though. It's still a shooting foul, as Hugoton has gone over their limit of fouls, as has Southeast of Saline, and Tiernan Potocik will step to the free throw line.
And for us, I would have wished that Tiernan would have taken a little more time, reverse the basketball a couple more times, and come back and use the whole clock instead of leaving 30 seconds on the clock for them to potentially get another opportunity.
Got the first free throw to go down. Second one is also good. Here comes Hugoton up the floor. 24 seconds left to go. Southeast of Saline leading by 1. Three-pointer from the right-hand side for the Eagles. That's no good. Rebound, though, for the Eagles. 15 seconds. Here's Adigan. He'll try a 3. That's no good. Ball on the floor. Adigan's going to pick it up. And now a foul will be called on Isaiah Kerr. Boy, Isaiah has been in that spot on 3 separate occasions here this afternoon where he is just flat out hustling his tail off and then gets caught in a spot like that where he gets a foul. And this will send Adrian Adigan to the free throw line. Adigan, 2 of 2 from the stripe so far here in this game.
But too many opportunities at it. Let's limit them to 1 shot and let's go get the ball.
First free throw on the way is good. Just an interesting side note about Adrian Adigan. When the fouls weren't hitting the scoreboard in the first half, I had him with 2 fouls. He just committed that last foul. It sent Tiernan Potocik to the free throw line. I have him with 3. The scoreboard has him with 1. I'm wondering if the 2 fouls in the first half even hit the official scorebook. Second free throw, no good. 3 seconds left to go. Owen Bailey out to Potocik. Buzzer beater 3 up, and it won't go down. Just angled a little to the right, and that will be the end of the third quarter. But what an interesting quarter of play. Hugoton tried to bury Southeast of Saline, but the Trojans come back and tie it as we go to the fourth quarter, all knotted up. 82-point split right down the middle, Southeast of Saline basketball. From the Sterling Invitational Tournament, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Whether on the field, court, or operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team, just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 50 years of combined service. If you need help staying active, or maybe present and future.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and in the Central Mall, Salina, and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Sterling College, Devin Haney along with Kevin Lilly. What an interesting third quarter that was, huh? And it comes out with Southeast of Saline and Hugoton all knotted up. The Eagles will start out with the basketball. We're tied at 41.
Yeah, and I think for Southeast, it's just about buckling down and knowing the situation that, listen, we just got to be sound defensively and play Southeast basketball.
Hugoton working it around the perimeters. They start out here fourth quarter with the basketball. A little back and forth move by Acosta. That's no good. Isaiah Kerr in there just battling his rear end off. And they're going to call this a jump ball situation. The arrow should have put it in favor, or excuse me, the foul should have gave it to Southeast of Saline. The arrow will give it to Southeast of Saline. but a missed call there on the baseline. Southeast will still come away with it.
Yeah. I don't know how that could be a jump ball when the guy was over the top of him, grabbing him with one arm. I don't agree with that one, but we've got the ball. Let's go score.
Nonetheless, Southeast gets it back. Jacobson in the middle of the lane. He tries to make a move. He is bumped and a foul will be called. Gannon Jacobson trying to work down low. A foul called here against Hugoton. You don't really worry about foul trouble with Hugoton because they throw so many guys at you. They got so many fouls to use, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot.
But there's a few of those guys that are out there that you don't want them picking up that four fouls and stuff like that. But, yeah, they'll run a bunch of bodies at you, and they'll wear you down.
7:09 left to go. Southeast of Saline still with the basketball. Working it over to Jacobson. Now he goes behind his back, gets middle of the paint, throws it out. Patacic, he has it blocked out to the corner. Hugoton tried to save that basketball. Back behind his back was Acosta after making that block. And it will stay here with Southeast.
And that's a product of Gannon going downhill. Everybody's collapsing on him, and Tiernan's wide open.
Adam Teal with the ball. Owen Bailey right now getting a break for Southeast of Saline. 6:49 left to go, fourth quarter. We're all nighted up here. First game of the day. And boy, that standard 8-team bracket, you want to win that first game because then you have a chance at the top four, right? You're going to finish no worse than fourth, and you get to play better competition on the winner's side of the bracket. Here's Isaiah Kerr for three. Boy, Isaiah has been putting the work in on the defensive end and also in the rebounding side of things. He has got 3 unfortunate fouls. That time, though, he does his damage on the offensive end.
It's all about just rewarding the kid. You know, he's done everything right today, and it takes a great shot, and it goes in.
Here's Hugoton turning the corner. Shot put up, that's no good. Rebound being swatted by Tiernan Patacic. It goes out of bounds. It will stay here with the Eagles. 6:11 left to play in the fourth quarter.
We have figured out so much today, Devin, that if we wanted to write a book, we'd have a very successful book on how to coach and play basketball. I think
it's my life, man. It's my life. 44-41. 6:08 left to play. Here's the drive. Now down low, now back out. That's a nifty little play, and it pays off. A three-pointer. It's Miguel Hernandez who has tied it up. All knotted up back at 44.
And that all started, Devin, with the guys underneath. We got lost underneath. They found someone underneath. We don't recover, and now we got 3 guys there. We leave a guy wide open. We got to get back to playing, good, sound defense.
And Southeast, if they can here, continuing to play out in front. That's their key right now. We're tied, right? But they have the basketball and a chance to go out in front again. Isaiah Kerr takes a 15-footer on the left-hand elbow, and he's going to get a foul again. It's a hustle foul. He was going after the rebound off his own shot, but he's going to get called for the foul here. And for Isaiah Kerr, that will be number 4. So Isaiah, the first one in this game with 3 or 4 fouls. Everybody else has 2 or less. And a big applause there by Francis Flax as Isaiah Kerr comes out of the game. Also, Tiernan Patacic will take a break. Owen Bailey, Sam Knopf back into the game for Southeast.
And I think for us offensively, some of our better offenses when we have really drained the clock. And it's not a stall. We're just moving it, looking for the best quality shot.
Here's a long distance three-pointer put up and good by Jay Acosta. He has 14. 47-44. It's a little 6-0 run here for Hugoton. They did it on 2 3-pointers. Jacobson up top with the ball. Now to Owen Bailey. 5 minutes left to play. Knopf had it go between his hands, and that's a turnover. Coughed it up there, and a meeting at the rim is going to be won by Carson Slocum, his first basket of the game. It's an 8-0 Hugoton run.
And those are the little things that'll kind of get you beat in games. When you're in a close game, you got to catch the ball, right? You got to catch the ball first and then go. And then you've got Teal shooting a long-range 3 there.
Now a long-distance pass up the court, and it's going to be a 10-0 run. This one taken all the way to the cup by Miguel Hernandez, who has 21 points in this game, and it's a full timeout. We'll step aside. 4:28 left to go here in this one. Hugoton on a 10-0 run. See if they can continue that or if Southeast can stop it. When we come back, 51-44, Hugoton leads it by 7. It's Trojan Basketball here on KINA.
Mary Maids in Salina offers house cleaning services you can see and feel. Your home is more than just a house. It's where memories are made and moments are cherished. Though life can be complicated, house cleaning shouldn't be. Mary Maids strives to take the stress out of your day so you can live your life your way. With more than 40 years experience and an advanced time-tested cleaning process, they can help you reclaim time with your loved ones. Maids on Facebook or check out their website at marymaids.com.
Suit up for your next Southeast of Saline game day with Trojan gear from CopyCo. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more available off the rack or customized. At CopyCo, they offer all the printing and custom apparel you need at the prices and fast turnaround you've come to expect over the last 30 years as your local hometown print shop. Whether you're a die-hard Trojan fan, a coach planning the next big event, or a business looking to sponsor the team, they've got everything you need to show your Southeast of Saline spirit. CopyCo, more than just a copy center, a proud sponsor of Southeast of Saline.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Back here at the Sterling Tournament, brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly here. Southeast of Saline battling with Hugoton in the opening round. 51-44, Hugoton leading. Right now they have gone on a current 10-0 run. Southeast has the basketball. Owen Bailey on the right-hand side. Baseline drive. His shot is up, no good. Hugoton with the rebound. Here come the Eagles back the other way.
And it's not a bad shot. He drives it, wants a little floater there, but nobody there to rebound.
Acosta for three. And another dagger dropped by Jay Acosta. 54-44. It's a 10-point lead.
And it's almost like it doesn't matter where we're at. They'll back up and continue to drain them.
Here's a shot put up. Adam Teal with a tough little basket there. His first basket of the game.
And that's just him being a little, being more aggressive than he's been the whole game. And that little left hand, he's got it. He can do it. He just got to put his head down and go.
Now a foul will be called defensively here against Southeast of Saline. Second team foul on Gannon Jacobson, his third. So he has three. Isaiah Kerr with four. Tiernan Pachacic set to check back in here for Southeast. He will replace Sam Knopf. 8-point game. Hugoton leading here. 3:27 left to go. Baseline inbounds coming up for the Eagles. It's going to be disrupted by Gebhardt, taken away by Pachacic. Grady now has it up the floor to Jacobson. Right-handed layup on the left-hand side does not go down. He missed it. Oh, no. Hugoton brings it the other way. Here's a three-pointer in transition. No good. Ball being batted around, still being batted around. Hugoton had it, and now a foul called. It's going to be a loose ball foul against Southeast of Saline.
Kickball.
Yep. Oh, okay, thank you.
Kickball.
Here's the difficult thing for Southeast. They're not sloppy with the basketball, and they're not turning the ball over. They only have one turnover in the second half, and they're just missing shots.
Yeah.
Here's a rebounding foul now that will be called against Hugoton. And it will be Southeast of Saline ball.
And, sometimes when a team gets hot and you go a couple possessions and go dry and they hit you with a couple of threes, you're behind the eight ball now. But, there's plenty of time. One possession at a time. Let's go back and get it.
Just inside, 3 minutes left to go. 54-46. It's an 8-point Hugoton lead. Jacobson lets the three-pointer go. Right-hand side, and it goes in. Gannon Jacobson got the bounce on that shot as he was able to get the three-pointer. He now has 23, and it's a 5-point game.
And I believe that's Gannon's first attempt at a three-pointer this.
You are correct, sir. Ball on the floor now as Grady Gebhardt goes down after it. He's going to create an arrow situation. It will stay here with Hugoton. Boy, Grady's made some nice defensive plays here in this game.
Yeah, and, he understands what his role is on this team, and he plays it to perfection.
The disruptor.
Yeah. Yeah.
2:30 left to go. Hugoton with the ball. A 5-point lead after Gannon Jacobson's three-pointer on the last offensive trip for Southeast. Now the Trojans trying to get a stop here on defense. You can bet Hugoton for the first time this afternoon will not be in any hurry. They're moving the ball around. Now they find an open three, right-hand side, and it's good. Wow. Miguel Hernandez hits another one. That's his second one here in this fourth quarter, and a timeout called here by the Eagles. 2:11 left to go. It's a full timeout. Hugoton takes a break from the Sterling Tournament. We'll be back with more, and it's brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. The team at Kniper Agency with Farmers Insurance can help you understand your options so you can prepare for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Stephanie, Morgan, or Tiffany at the Kniper Agency at 825-8419 to find out how they can help you protect the things that matter most to you.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers, Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
2:11 left to go. Back here at Sterling College. Southeast of Saline's boys right now doing battle with Hugoton. First round action. Hugoton leading by 8, 57-49. Southeast of Saline has the basketball. Gannon Jacobson comes across the timeline. Now he's going to pitch it out to Perry. Now to Owen Bailey. Bailey to Gebhardt. Back over to Jacobson now on the right wing. Free throw line extended. Jacobson to Bailey. Open for three. Got it. That play worked to perfection for Southeast. A baker's dozen now for Owen Bailey.
And when it goes side to side and you put the defense in a bad spot, he gets a wide open shot, knocks it down.
Grady Gebhardt now goes to work defensively. He has Acosta up against the scorer's table. Now they will play it back in the center of the court. Delgado with it. He'll flip it on a one-hand handoff here to Acosta. Now back to the left they go. Hugoton is trying to spread Southeast out here and run some clock. Here's a shot put up. It's not good. Now the poke out to Hugoton. Play on the sideline. And they're going to say it's off of Hugoton and Southeast ball. Still a 5-point game here.
Well, Hugoton's coach was trying to call a timeout, but he was sliding across the floor with the basketball in his hand, and so I was trying to figure out, are they going to call traveling or was
right.
it out of bounds? Which one are they calling?
57-52. Jacobson, long distance three. That one won't go. Nothing but white jerseys around Caden Perry. He was outnumbered, and he couldn't get the ball for Southeast. Now full court pressure here by Southeast of Saline. They're in steal or foul mode, I can imagine. Trailing by 5 with 1:01 left to go. Hugoton with it. They're working it around the perimeter. 5-out offense. Gebhardt reached in, trying to get the ball away, and it's going to come loose, and the timeout comes here for Hugoton as they are going to grant a 30-second timeout here to the Eagles. We'll keep it right here. Remind you, Dr. Andrew Westbrook at Maury Clinic Sports Medicine helps bring you Southeast of Saline basketball here from the Sterling Tournament. Visit Westbrook or Dr. Westbrook at a sports injury walk-in clinic every Monday and Thursday mornings for your sports injury ailments. Also, Southeast of Saline's Booster Club helps bring you live coverage of student events to help showcase exceptional activities and build that purple power. It is always a great day to be a Trojan. Also, Sage Products and Sage Selects. When we're at home, you get to see exceptional janitorial products and office supplies. From ceiling to floor, from wall to wall, you can get those same products for your office or home at sageselects.com. And remember, Gabe and the guys down there, they got a ton of that ice melt. Go get it, stock up. I have a feeling winter's not done.
Oh.
Boy, it was cold this morning. 57-52. Our score here, Southeast of Saline playing defense. They trail by 5. 54 seconds left to play.
And you've got to extend the game. So, I mean, you be aggressive for a steal, and if you don't get the steal, you've got to go foul.
All the way into the backcourt, they go to Jay Acosta. Acosta now has to deal with Gebhardt. Grady with him. Now Acosta tries to go by, and they're going to call the bump here on Gebhardt. Sold pretty good there by Acosta. I'll give him credit on that, as Gebhardt will take on his second foul.
Gebhardt's kind of like that fly that won't go away. He's just always in your back pocket.
Second foul on Gebhardt, just the third team foul for Southeast. They still have one to give. Hugoton again back in the backcourt. Gebhardt and Acosta go at it again. Gebhardt shuts him off. Here comes Tiernan Patacic, and now a foul will be called on Gebhardt. That will be team foul number 4. Nope, they're going to say that one's on Potocik. Wow.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
So now Tiernan has 3. 40 seconds left. Little back and forth here with the inbounder. They keep it out of Acosta's hands this time. And now a hand check foul. I believe this will go against Gebhardt. And that will be free throws coming up for Julian Delgado. He has not shot any free throws in this game. He has 5 points. The foul on Grady Gebhardt will be his 3rd.
And, we need extra possessions in this game, so we've got to extend it. But there we just allow, I think, too much time to come off the clock before we're fouling.
Free throw missed. Rebounding the key now as Delgado missed his first free throw attempt of the day. Second one on the way, and he got that one to go. Hugoton will substitute. 58-52, still a 2-possession game. 34.7 seconds left to go here in this one. Potocik has it on the inbounds. Works it back to the middle, now comes to the left. He's looking for some help, now goes to Caden Perry, now Gebhardt, now Potocik up top. Tiernan's going to drive to the basket. He got hand-checked in the back. He's going to hit the deck on the baseline. Jacobson comes out of nowhere and gets the basketball. Now the ball being fought for, and it's going to go off Caden Perry's arm and out of bounds. 17 seconds left.
And they were just guarding the three-point line so well. Tiernan just decided to go in and try to get 2 inside, and then, there were just bodies everywhere.
Yeah, 2-1, not really going to help you a whole lot here, down by 6. And now Hugoton had the ball go off the forehead of Acosta and out of bounds, but they're going to call a foul on Grady Gebhardt.
It looked like the forearm of Grady was in his back.
Yep.
And I don't know about you, but that's not something I want.
So 16.2 seconds left here. Acosta will go to the other end. He is 0 for 2 from the free throw line here this afternoon in this game. He has 17 points. He's hit 2 key three-pointers here in this fourth quarter. And his first free throw is up and good. 18 points. He's the second leading scorer on this Hugoton team here in this game. His second free throw also good.
And we've been a lot better all around. But we got to, Hugoton went on that little run here, and we just didn't match him.
Potocik with it. Southeast of Saline brings it up the court, leading by 8. Jacobson back to Tiernan. He'll try the 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound by Hugoton with 4 seconds. And that will be it. Francis Flax telling him not to foul, and that's the end of the game. 60-52, the final score. Hugoton gets the victory here over Southeast of Saline in this game. For Hugoton now on the season, they have collected win number 4. They go to 4-5. For Southeast of Saline, they will drop to 3-7. When we come back here on the postgame report, we'll go over final numbers for you. We'll also have a conversation with Francis Flax. It's all coming up when we come back. It's a Hugoton win in the opening round of the Sterling Tournament as they defeat Southeast of Saline 60-52 in the boys game. Back with postgame. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers after this.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North Ninth, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Hi, this is Angela Gebhardt from the Bank of Tuscan, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Kasasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuscan to learn more. The Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
The Trojans are experts in precision passes, and Everhart Precision Ag are your experts in grid soil sampling. Everhart Precision Ag does all the sampling and data analysis in-house, keeping it local and close to the farm. They're also your local channel seedsman, selling all seeds with an emphasis in corn and soybeans. Trust Matt Everhart and Lane Hensley at Everhart Precision Ag, serving Saline, Dickinson, McPherson, and Ottawa counties, and also supporting southeast of Saline Trojans. For more information, visit everhartprecision.com.
Attention deer hunters and land managers. Join Phillips Seed Wildlife for the Whitetail Management Summit on March 1st in Oswego, Kansas. Hear from Don Higgins of the Chasing Giants podcast, nationally recognized deer veterinarian Dr. Clifford Shipley, and Wes Delks, Whitetail Land Management Consultant. Elevate your whitetail management game. To register, Google Whitetail Summit 2025 or call 785-949-2204. That's 949-2204. Reserve your spot today. Spaces are limited.
Trojan fans, it takes fuel to win the day. When you're following our team to show that purple pride, fill your tank with gas and diesel as you're coming or going at our 24/7 pumps. And be sure to stop to get the energy you need with a hot cup of New England coffee or cocoa. Or grab a slice of your favorite Hunt Brothers pizza and snacks. Assyria Oil and Hardware is proud to support the southeast of Saline community. Located at the corner of Center and Main in Assyria. We'll fill you up.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here at Sterling College after the first game of the tournament. Still 5 games remaining for southeast of Saline. This one a win for the Hugoton Eagles on the guys' side. 60-52 our final score. Let's go over scoring numbers for you and offensive stats brought to you by the Bank of Tuscan after this Hugoton victory over southeast of Saline. Leading all scorers in this game, Miguel Hernandez for Hugoton. He had 24 points. Along with him, Jay Acosta had 19. Then 6 points for Julian Delgado, 5 points for Adrian Adigan, 2 points all for Carson Slocum, also Grant Newhouse and Jonas Mauk. For southeast of Saline, they were led in scoring by Gannon Jacobson with 23 points. 13 points for Owen Bailey, 5 points for Sam Knopf, 4 points today for Tiernan Potachik, 3 for Isaiah Kerr, 1 for Adam Teal, and 1 for Caden Perry. Southeast of Saline, 4 of 6 from the free throw line in this game, while Hugoton was 8 of 14. Hugoton with 11 turnovers. Southeast of Saline only had 9. The key moment in this game was early on in that fourth quarter. Southeast of Saline came out. They started the quarter with a three-pointer. They went up 44-41, and then Hugoton went on a 13-0 run and had a lead that they would not relinquish in this game and get the victory 60-52. Waiting the arrival of head coach Francis Flax to talk about this one after the final. 60-52, our score here. Hugoton with the victory over southeast of Saline. It's Coach Flax coming to join us now. That interview brought to you by Frisbee Construction. Tonight, this afternoon, our Vernon Jewelers gym of the game is Gannon Jacobson with 23 points. But boy, there's some guys in this game that played pretty well for southeast of Saline. Some stuff that won't show up in the box score today. I thought Caden Perry had a good game today. His effort was high, along with Isaiah Kerr. He had a great effort today in this game as Coach joins us now. And Coach, I was just going over who I thought played well today. Obviously, you look at the scoring, it's Gannon and Owen again, but those guys, Caden Perry, Isaiah Kerr specifically in this game, Sam Knopf also too in this game. Just the kind of the effort, the hustle. Isaiah Kerr, man, poor guy, he got 4 fouls and they were all hustle fouls. Like, you can't complain about any single one of those fouls, can you?
No, well, you want them to play hard. That's the whole key. You know, Hugoton's a pretty good basketball team.
Yes.
But you just have to take a look at one glaring thing, I think, Of course, we got out-rebounded, I'm sure. But the thing that stuck out more was we missed a lot of buckets at the rim. And that we just talked about that, the physicality. Those guys are physical, and we have to match that, which we did for a while. Yeah. But we just couldn't sustain it. And like I said, we missed we left a lot of points out there at the rim.
Yeah, at the rim, and boy, you got to credit this team with effort. You're starting to see this team kind of develop a little bit of a character, and it's not that they're tired of losing and they're just giving up. I mean, you came out in the second half and they scored 13 points lightning fast. They could have buried you right there, but now then all of a sudden you come back, you chip away at it, you get it tied back to end the third quarter. You start the fourth quarter, you hit the first basket, you go up 44-41, and then heck, they went on a 13-0 run right there in that stretch, and that was the difference.
Yeah, it was. It really was. And we had, during that stretch, we had a couple of what I call, they weren't unforced turnovers, but they should have never been turnovers.
Yeah.
They were just mental lapses that caused a turnover. So, yeah, I tell you, I can't, I just got to hope these kids will stay with me because I'm going to stay with them.
Yeah.
I told them, I said, now look, if you come out with this intensity Thursday, even though we're in the Sunshine game, in the Sunshine League, you come out with this intensity, we should go away with a win.
Well, and I have two thoughts here too. You can feel free to disagree. Hugoton may very well win this tournament. They come in with a 3-5 record. It's easy to go, well, they're not that great. They may be there at the end of this thing with the trophy. The other thing is, I'm a big believer, it's effort and attitude in those afternoon games. You show up to play and the other team's not. Yeah. That right there may get you a win in just itself.
Yeah, it sure could. Yeah, you're right, This is a very good ball club we just faced, regardless of their record.
All right, well, we'll do it again on Thursday.
Thank you.
Francis Flax, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. His guys tonight, they played a good game against Hugoton, but the Eagles end up winning it 60-52. Our Vernon Jewelers Gym of the game tonight, Gannon Jacobson with 23. We're going to take a break. Pretty lengthy break because our next game is not slated to start until 7:30, almost 3 hours from now. We will migrate over to the high school where the girls bracket is going on. Southeast of Saline's girls are the number 1 seed in the tournament coming in. They will have a tall task ahead of them, though, tonight as they take on the host school. That is set for tip-off scheduled at 7:30. Once again, Hugoton beats Southeast of Saline on the tournament. Final score 60-52. You can keep up with the Sterling Invitational Tournament on SalinaPost.com. We will talk to you later tonight with live stream video on SalinaPost.com and also the broadcast here on KINA. All the action from the Sterling Invitational Tournament is brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of